Shouldn't the bubbles go upward? Sophie asked. I'll explain, said the BFG. But tell me first what name is you calling your Frobscottle by? One is Coke, Sophie said. Another is Pepsi. There are lots of them. And the bubbles is all going up? They all going up, Sophie said. Cat asterisk. Cat asterisk, cried the BFG. Outgoing bubbles has a cat asterisk. This astrope. Will you please tell me why? Sophie explained. If you will listen carefully, I will try to explain, said the BFG. But your brain is so full of bug whiffles. I doubt you will ever understand. I'll do my best, Sophie said patiently. Very well then. When you is drinking this cokey drink of yours, said the BFG, it is going straight down into your tummy. Is that right? Or is it left? It's right, Sophie said. And the bubbles is going also into your tummy, right or left? Right again, Sophie said. And the bubbles is fizzing upwards? Of course, Sophie said. Which means, said the BFG, that they will all come swishing, whiffling up your throat and out of your mouth and make a fulsome bell-cheeked burp. That is often true, Sophie said, but what's wrong with a little burp now and again? It's sorts of fine. Burping is filthsome, WFG said. Us giants is never doing it. But when you drink? Sophie said. What was it you called it? Frobscottle, said the BFG. With Frobscottle, Sophie said, the bubbles in your tummy will be going downwards and that could have a far nastier result. Why nasty? Asked the BFG, frowning. Because, Sophie said, blushing a little, if they go down instead of they'll be coming out somewhere else with an even louder and ruder noise. A whiz popper, cried the BFG, beaming at her. As Giants is making whiz poppers all the time. Whiz popping is a sign of happiness. It is music in our ears. You sure it surely is not telling me that a little whiz popping is forbidden among human beings. It is considered extremely rude, Sophie said. But you is whiz popping, is you not now and again? Asked the BFG. Everyone is whiz popping if that's what you call it, Sophie said. Kings and queens are whiz popping, presidents are whiz popping, glamorous film stars are whiz popping. Well, babies are whiz popping, but where I come from, it is not polite to talk about it. Red unculus, said the BFG. If everyone is making whiz poppers, then why not talk about it? We is now having a swiggle of this delicious Frobscottle, and you will see the happy result. The BFG shook the bottle vigorously. The pale green stuff fizzed and bubbled. He bubbled. He removed the cork and took a tremendous gurgling swing. It's glammy, he cried. I love it. For a few moments, the big, friendly giant stood quite still, and a look of absolute ecstasy began to spread over his long, wrinkly face. Then suddenly the heavens opened and he let fly with a series of the loudest and rudest noises Sophie had ever heard in her life. They reverberated around the walls of the cave like thunder, and the glass jars rattled on their shelves. But most astonishing of all, astonishing of all, the force of the explosions actually lifted the enormous giant clear off his feet like a rocket.